Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the SYLBOURNE Show. Today we are joined by a lady, a very special lady who has created a platform for parents to talk freely about raising children openly and without judgment. That's all coming up right now on the SYLBOURNE Show. Hello and welcome to the show, and thank you for watching. Today I'm joined by Leah McQueen, who has set up an organization called Parent Talk, which helps parents speak openly and freely about raising children. Welcome to the show, Leah.
Hi.
Fantastic.
Nice to meet you.
It's good that you're here today.
Yeah.
Lovely day in London. What can I say?
Cold day in London.
Yeah, but it's hot because in the city, the Metropolitan Police, they're having massive demonstration down there, so at least we are safe, you know?
Exactly.
Now, for our audience, tell us now, what is Parent Talk? Tell us your story. I mean, before we talk about story, what drove you to, or the spark that made you want to do what you do?
For me, I started Parent Talk because I realised that the children in my community weren't getting what they needed. And me having 6 children of my own,
6?
5, yeah,
Okay.
6 children, 5 boys, 1 girl. I had to look at the community where I was bringing up my children,
Yes.
as I do strongly believe that it does take a village to raise a child. I wanted my community around me and my children to mirror what I'm doing at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is the driving force that really gave you a spark.
For me, my children are brought up in a way that they see that I'm very community focused, and they can look around them and see other people who are brought up the exact same way how they are.
Okay, fantastic. So your company, it centers its operations around the African proverb, which you just said a while ago. It takes a village to raise a child. So is it your estimation that the value of community involvement and responsibility in child rearing, is that a key factor in child rearing?
Yeah, I do. I don't think that mum and dad is enough to bring up a child. When I was growing up, I had my mum's friends who, if I was doing something naughty, I knew straight away, I can't do that in case I get caught, because I had my mum's friends there, or my grandma would be down the road, or like, I was more aware of what I was doing because of the community that I was brought up in.
Do you think that in the UK that there's a community spirit, that the community is helping to raise a child in line with that African proverb, or should it be relegated to Africa only?
No, I do believe that there are a lot of people in this community who would love for us to become closer. It doesn't just happen in Africa, it happens in Jamaica, it happens all over the world. You know, as I said before, I grew up in Lewisham and I had my community around me where if I was doing something wrong, I would immediately stop if I knew that there was any way of my mum finding out what I was doing.
Right.
So, and I'm from England.
Okay. So tell me, what are some of the dangers that you figure then is to the family unit in raising in a modern society? Because Parent Talk is an organization that you've created to speak freely and to help parents.
Exactly.
But what do you consider as some of the dangers in modern society?
Parents don't speak to each other enough. Some parents aren't aware of the things that are out there in the community or play blind to it. I was in a gang as a young child and my mum never had a clue what I was doing because I knew how to hide it, but then at the same time I couldn't do it in the community where I was brought up in because I would get caught. So I really do feel that with the community now, if we was to all come together and speak to each other, we can avoid so many other dangers. Like, for instance, in Peckham, boys wear black bandanas. If my son came and said to me, "Mum, can you buy me a black bandana?" and I wasn't aware of that, I would say, "Okay, that's fine, yeah, I'll do that for you." you know. So I'm trying to bring awareness to loads of different things, not just for gangs or for gun crime and stuff like that, for internet safety. Some parents don't actually know that when they buy a tablet for their child, Facebook is on there, installed already. And so is, you can have an email address, make your own email on the tablet straight away. But some parents aren't actually aware of that.
So tell me, with Parent Talk, and sort of elaborate a bit more about your company, Parent Talk. I mean, how long has it been, or is it?
3 months.
3 months?
3 months, yeah,
okay.
Very new baby.
So you got a team as well?
I've got a team of 4 ladies, 1 guy. One is a, former psychologist. I've got a former social worker. She no longer works for social services. A youth worker, myself, and a guy who is a youth worker, but he works with knife and gun crime as well.
Right. So tell me, and this is a very provoking question, but where do you, or why do you believe you have authority to develop a program on parents as to how parents should operate?
Okay. Well, the reason to why I started up Parents Talk is to enable parents to come together and speak without fear of judgment. And I am a parent of 6 children.
That's your authority.
That is, that's all I need. I'm a parent, I am understanding. I do have ears to listen, I do have a mouth to talk. So.
Now that's interesting because sometimes there are a lot of persons who have authority. They say they do this, they do that. You ask a question, so what gives you the authority? But what you said, and clearly what she said was that by being a parent, that is your authority. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a quick break, but coming up, we'll speak more with Leah about why she feels it important to completely open as a family about raising children, even when times might be hard. See you shortly. Okay, welcome back. Of course, we're talking to Leah McQueen from Parent Talk, and it was very interesting to hear what she said earlier about why she does what she do, and of course, her authority is because she's a parent. So tell me now, Leah, why do you think it's so hard for not just parents, but for families to say and discuss openly that they're having a hard time or that they're having difficulty connecting with their children?
The reason for that is fear of judgment. As parents, you can get judged for so many different things. There's so many parents out here trying to do the best for their child. And there's no book what comes with it to say you're doing really good or you're doing really bad. So everyone's trying to do the best they can and put on this image. Majority of parents are trying to do that. So I believe it's just fear of judgment. I really do.
Leah, at the same time, you speak whereby it seems like you're coaching people at the same time. Right? So if you're coaching persons, were you coached before?
I was, I had a mentor before.
You had a mentor,
I used my mentor for my own personal development, to get over my own issues, what I had. As a parent as well, I needed someone to talk to. And I had that mentor to coach me through personal development and my mindset as well. Now I no longer have a mentor. I feel personally that I'm at that stage where I'm very comfortable within my own skin. I'm very outgoing, and I don't think I need a mentor right now. Doesn't mean I won't have one in the future. But
I guess you answered the question because they're going to say that once someone is like a mentor, which you are now, mentoring others, they always have the question, so who mentors you along the way, you know? But you mentioned that key word. It's like you went through a phase whereby now you don't need a mentor. But that doesn't mean to say you won't have a mentor in the future, because of course you got mentors in coaching, mentors in business, mentors in different aspects and stuff like that. So therefore, what would you say then is a value parents should take in taking care of themselves? This is themselves in order to effectively be better parents, because for some it may be read as being selfish. You know, me taking care of myself.
No, I learned it the hard way. I learned that you have to learn to love yourself before you can love anybody,
Yes.
including your children.
Yes.
Because if you're down, your children pick up on it.
Wow.
Anything that you do in a negative manner, your children pick up on
Yes.
it. So you have to look after you first
Yes.
before you can look after anybody else.
Therefore, they follow you.
Yeah.
Okay, April the 2nd. Tell me about April the 2nd.
Yep, well,
that's a big event. Yes.
Yep, we've got Parents Talk showcase event. It's a massive family fun day for 300 people.
Yes.
We will have stalls with internet safety advice,
Yes.
parenting advice. We will also have information about youth clubs around the area.
Yes.
We've got Julian Hall from Ultra Kids
Entrepreneur.
Club. Yeah,
He's been
Entrepreneur.
He's
Yeah,
been on the show.
we've got him
Yeah.
speaking to parents.
Yes.
And also he's going to have his stall there.
Okay.
So just to encourage parents and children and get them into the community spirit.
And of course, Julian talks about young children getting involved in business from early stage at the same time, which is very good.
It's about changing children's mindsets
Yes,
as
yes.
well as parents. If we work on them both together.
And how can persons get hold of the information to...
Well, they can buy their tickets on Eventbrite,
okay.
Parents Talk
Okay.
showcase event. And also they can contact us directly on Parents Talk on Facebook.
And I presume this is not the first show. This is the first one.
This is the first one. Our second one is in July, and we'll be having another one in October.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you actually attend Parent Talk, whether you're a parent or not, or aspiring to be a parent. Now, I've got a classic question for you.
Yeah.
There's a big thing going on in the UK now about referendum, EU referendum. I'm going to ask you one simple question, in or out?
I'm in.
You're in?
I like to shop.
Oh, right.
And I will go to Spain and buy clothes and all the rest of it. So I'm in.
Well, Prime Minister Cameron, at least you got one fan who says they're in because they want to shop. That's a very classic one, isn't it? Well, I mean, that's the answer, you know. Now, listen, thank you for joining us, Leah. But before we go, you know, one of the things that we always ask persons is, what is their quote or their mantra? So what's your favorite quote?
My favorite quote is one of my own.
Yes.
And it's never try to be perfect for imperfect people, as I believe that nobody is perfect.
Fantastic. You heard that. Never try to be perfect for imperfect people, because no one is perfect.
Yeah.
That's powerful. I mean, it's revolutionary, isn't it? Because people are trying to be perfect.
Exactly.
But why be perfect when we're all imperfect?
Exactly.
That's a perfect state, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, a perfect state is being imperfect.
Exactly.
That's powerful. Now, tell us, you write a lot of quotes, because I get your quotes in the morning, you know, Leah inspires.
Yeah,
Leah inspires.
Leah McQueen inspires, yeah.
Have you got an exclusive one for the SYLBOURNE Show, one which hasn't gone out on Facebook as yet?
Yeah.
You got one?
Yeah, I do.
Fantastic.
Everyone is a diamond.
Everyone
is a diamond.
Can you imagine that? She said SYLBOURNE Show is a diamond. Sorry, she didn't say that. She said, she said everyone is a diamond. That's powerful, you know? And you know, the funny thing about diamond is that to find a diamond, it's always deep down with
deep.
dirt covered and everything like that. But as you mine and as you mine and as you dig, you come up that glistening, shining gem, which is very expensive.
Exactly.
So what this is saying to me, and I'm sure what Leah is saying as well, is that we're all expensive, exquisite, and unique individuals.
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly it.
Thank you so much, Leah, for joining us.
Nice to meet
It was a
you.
pleasure, and I really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
Especially the bit about the diamond. That really was touching. Thank you again for joining us on the SYLBOURNE Show. And any information on Leah McQueen and Parent Talk, please visit our website at sylbourne.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to join in with the discussion online. That's all for today, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.
I've been on the SYLBOURNE Show. Please do follow, like, subscribe. He is absolutely amazing.